Welcome back to the morning show. It is a Ting Tang Tuesday and we are still joined by Uvusi Mavarara. At some point or another, you have come across a video of a gentleman with a grey beard dancing on a treadmill. That man is Uvusi Mavarara, aka Black Vrega. From being a driver, transporting school kids and working part-time in the retail sector, Vusi went on to work as a SPV security guard before realizing his passion, right?
Yeah.
And now, this is the guy who realized his passion and became one of the best top athletes, fitness trainer, where everyone all over in SA, speed dial sakho Mavarara. And bakubonile today, nimbonile ke siyajika, siyajiva, senza yonke lento siyafaka nje sifaka ugesi ebhodweni la on the morning show. So today, we want to take a breather right now and reflect on his journey so that we can get to know him better.
Sure.
Mavarara, before wasting further ado, ne?
Sure.
You were a driver.
Sure.
Back in the days.
Sure.
Is that where it started?
No, it started at, I'm from Davidton,
Sure.
So it started at Davidton, Snava Stadium. I used to play football in Jabupule, the likes of Jabupule.
Okay.
But things didn't go the way I wanted sometimes, and then it divert. So we end up playing Shima, Makaraji, do all this kind of stuff. So it happened now, you know, after school, after matric, it's where the life starts.
Yeah.
I understand. So unfortunately, I couldn't go like further my studies. So a hustler, traveling mostly Lukshini, then end up working for Mr. Price. So when I work at SPV, I said to myself, I want to go and train Etropeni cars.
Sure.
Because law of attraction is very important what you say with your mouth. So I end up training in one of those Virgin Active, then started everything there. So when I was doing all these things, obviously like taking my videos, Virgin Active Pinon, taking my videos and everything. So they came across with the likes of Abo Rampahlelwe, Itumele Nkune. And at that time, I was just training. I didn't know there's something about it's a calling. I was just training.
Yeah.
So it happened, I went to train with Kune. And then that's why I said, listen, I need to go and study. Because it's very important for me to study. Because if I lose this opportunity, I will regret. So I finished studying at ETA College when I'm done with the loan. But it was not easy for me to resign because I was working for Cash and Transit. Yeah. And in that case,
it's a Cash and Transit because I can imagine from now Mr. Price.
Sure.
Yabo, and then Chigi how that's a huge jump. How did that gig come about?
I think God was aligning me. God was aligning me because I was working, and then the late young brother that we used to stay Ikaseli, when he came to me, he saw the physics. He said, listen, they are hiring in SPV. I said, what is SPV? And I didn't know what is SPV.
Yeah,
I understand. But because of you always communicate with God, that listen, God, please open doors for me.
Sure.
Remember, you need to be careful what you're asking God and be ready. What is that you're going to ask God? Because He's not going to give you what you want in the direction. So I went to SPV without knowing anything about Cash and Transit. And everything. Funny thing enough, I was not scared. I don't know why, but it goes back to God. God kept me there for 10 years for a reason. To understand and find myself who's the real Black Vrega is. You know, I understand. I always say it's not what you study that's gonna take you places, but respect people and stay humble. So from there, studying, you know, you can imagine I'm studying up on Pitseng Transin. You understand? And there's one thing I wanted to quit to studying, because without touching a book for 5 years, Baba, I can imagine.
What did I get?
If tired, but I said, listen, I have to do this. And Black Vrega grand uzale after my late mom, because after that she was sick and the Spanish baby complained, why always want to take my days off. Then it was not an easy decision for me to resign. Then I resigned. After resigning, you can imagine, 2019 I resigned, 2020. COVID. Yo. There's no money coming in.
Yeah.
You ask yourself, did I do a right decision? Because I said to people, abantu abaningi in COVID, stress, anxiety, and depression. I did experience all those things, I understand. So there were times where I felt, The only thing that I need to do is to make videos and train. And train hard.
Sure.
So from there it developed COVID, TikTok, all these things.
Sure.
They are cool as Ibanjalo.
Sure.
And I said to myself, I thank God and thank my late mom again.
Yeah.
'Cause
And now, when you get into that moment, obviously it was inspirational,
Sure.
right? And you were getting calls left, right, and center. I mean, we've seen you're training, you're Etv Interview, all these athletes, the top professional footballers,
Sure.
and most recently, Andile Mpisana as well
Yes.
is getting into shape as
Sure,
well
sure.
through you. The main important thing for me would be, apart from the fitness part of it that you offer these guys, what else do you offer them? Because I see you working with also youngsters that
Yes.
they broke into the PSL recently, and it's very much important that we always guide these young boys we saw now they're coming and becoming very, to be top elite. What does it mean for you as well?
what is important for me is not about physical only, spiritually and mentally, because that's the most important thing. You used to be a footballer.
Sure.
People, when you're an athlete, they don't expect any fault about you. They expect you must win by all times. So for me, it's supporting, because we're representing one another.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
It's one of the things about I'm learning brand association. I'm promoting the people that I'm working, because we're fighting for the bread. So it's very important for me to you physical, spiritual, and mentally be aligned.
Aligned, sure.
Because once zingekho aligned, you can be fit, but you cannot take the pressure. You understand that today you're a hero, tomorrow you're a zero.
Yep, yeah,
you understand? So it's very important for me, which is understand that. Stick to the progress. I mean, stick to the program, because very important.
Sure.
You can't now, as an athlete, you say you want to train in a month, you want to train twice. What is it going to get
It's not going to help with anything.
So it's all about the sacrifice, consistency. When you do things consistent, eventually you're going to win.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't train because you want to win everything. You can train the whole month to I'll win. I always say to the youngsters, it's not easy. The only way to talk to the coach, go to the coach with the book. Coach, so what is it that I need to do? You go and work on those things. We can learn from the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Sure.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
Why should you hide your work? Tell me.
Yeah.
Why should you hide? That's a God-given thing. You're hiding yourself. You don't want to do it.
True.
By the time you realize that's when you start to want to work. And it's too late.
And what are the challenges that you always come across? Because I know working with footballers sometimes can be very difficult, especially well-established players who decide when to train, when to put in the hard work, and what are your challenges?
When I started, I will call you, Brighton, let's just work. Let's just work. You understand it's the first time you're getting into the business.
Sure.
But as soon as you grow, you're getting older, grow into the business and grow. You understand once you force things to Brighton, things will never happen. Give a person a space. I give a person a space. When you want something, everything over magic. Remember, we need to believe in one another. You win in public eye, I win behind the scenes. So it's a teamwork. It's not a one-way show. You understand? Because if I'm doing it in the wrong way, then eventually I can't get work pay about lo muntu omtrainayo kanti wenza.
Sure,
So it's very important what you do and off the
Now,
field.
where to for Uvusi?
For me, is to grow into e-fitness.
Sure.
It's a challenge in Kule Makas. A huge challenge that we need to do, because as we see, rugby is dominating. The schools, so what we need, I always engage with people, because sometimes it's not about money, but always why can't we start something if like
boot camp, wellness,
we go there. Because once you do all these things, we've got everything. Remember, development is key.
True.
So if you're not going to do that, then what's going to happen?
Truly
So I'm just letting God to use me eventually, enjoying the journey.
Now, look, we are inspired. That's why we have you here for the entire week. We're loving every moment. We're loving the vibe. I just wish my team can join in as well, because everything that you've been doing is truly fun. It's very engaging as well. So we're truly inspired by your journey, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Vusi Black Vrega Hlabangwane, a true epitome of following your dreams and reaching for the skies, no matter the circumstances, as long as it brings you joy and satisfaction. Catch him tomorrow morning right here, early session. So visit Sis Noma Varar on the morning show.